talking about, something that you're very passionate about, and, we all know of SIPs, but you mentioned something which I hadn't even heard of, and, I've been in this space for a very, very long time, which is the SWP, which is like the systematic withdrawal plan.
Yeah.
Like, walk listeners and viewers through that, because I thought that was like, I'm like, really, is this even possible? So would love to hear more about that as well, because I know that's a subject that really lights you up.
Yeah. So I think, people have started calling me brand ambassador of SWP. So I think somebody said that we should name it as Sanjay Withdrawal Plan.
I like that.
So God has been kind. That reel really went very viral, and on my platform alone, it went to around about 14-15 million.
Wow.
And there were many platforms which just took that away, and a lot of YouTubers who created videos against it, in favor of it. And it happens, The moment you get something viral, you create content around it.
Right.
See, I'll tell you a very simple thing. People just don't understand compounding, and I have no qualms against them. I'll ask you a question. What is 8 plus 8 plus 8?
24.
What is 8 into 8 into 8?
64 and then some. Yeah, okay.
It takes you time.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's the difference between a normal growth and a compounded growth. So people don't understand. Now, I'll give you a very simple example. Before coming to SWP, I'll give you simple example of compounding.
Sure.
Let's say I put 1 crore rupee
Right.
in a fund today, which generates 12% for me.
Yeah.
It's not a very unreasonable expectation, reasonably okay expectation. Now, and I wait for 30 years. So 30 years, it is compounding at 12%. That means it is doubling every 6 years.
Sure.
So in
72, yeah.
Yeah. So in 30 years, it will double 5 times. So whenever I ask people, ki 5 times double hua to kitna hoga? So people say 10 times. I say, no, it's 2 raised to 5. That's 32.
Right.
So this 1 crore after 30 years will become 32 crores without me doing anything.
Right.
Now that's the power of compounding. And reverse of it also works for you. Now how I'll tell you an example. One of my uncles, he retired in 2014. He was a very disciplined guy. Created some wealth for himself, government servant, and he had his own house, bought it long back.
Right.
Kids were well settled. The guy was my friend. We studied together. And he put in his 1 crore rupees in a fund. I remember it was ICICI Prudential Value Discovery Fund, which is a good fund.
Okay.
Now, if you look at from 2014 to 2024, all the phases have been covered.
Right.
A flat market, a mildly up market, massive correction, and then a bull run. All 4 major phases have been covered.
Agreed.
Now this gentleman puts 1 crore rupees and he decides that I want to withdraw 50,000 rupees a month from this particular estimate.
At that point?
At that point.
Okay.
He just started.
Okay.
Because abhi income khatam ho gaya.
Correct.
So abhi meko pension chahiye.
Correct.
So he started 50,000 and he said, I'll increase it by 7% every year because inflation is 7%. So 50,000, 53,500, so on.
Yeah.
Now let me tell you what has happened. This 1 crore, till today, in last 10 years, he has withdrawn 80 lakh rupees out of that already.
Okay.
Today, he's withdrawing 1 lakh rupees a month. That 50,000 is now 1 lakh.
Correct.
Give or take maybe.
Yeah.
1 lakh 95,000, something like that. And his balance is 2.75 crores.
Insane.
So he started at 1,
Yeah.
withdrew 80, drawing 1 lakh today, and the balance is 2.75 odd crore rupees. Now, next 10 years, this 1 lakh will become 2 lakh. And in all probabilities, this 2.5 will become 4.5 crore rupees.
Amazing.
Now just imagine, if you understand the power of compounding without contesting it, just by backtesting it, checking it, and you realize that once I have a reasonable corpus, I can draw it down for my life. Still the value of my money increases. What better than that you can have in life? And 50,000 a month, that means starting he did with 6% per annum.
Right.
If you have a 1 crore rupee house, your rental is 20,000 rupees a month.
Yep.
Instead of that, you're now having 1 crore rupee SWP fund, which you can draw down 50,000. Now just imagine, agar wo 50,000 ki jagah 20,000 draw karte, this 2.67 crores or 2.75 crores would have been 5 crores.
Agreed.
So my point with SWP was that it can act as a pension for you, which is inflation adjusted. If you put in the right time in terms of SIP, build your wealth. When you're working, build your wealth. Keep on building your wealth. Hit a point and say, अच्छा, अब ये point आ गया, इसके 0.5 से start करेंगे.
Right.
So I have 6 crores in my in my mutual fund account. I'll withdraw 0.5, which is, let's say, 3 lakh rupees. Increase it every year by 7%. Just imagine after 10 years, the 6 will become 12. Wow.
Amazing.
This is unbelievable mathematics, but people don't get it.